Hey guys, out here today outside. So this is our backyard. It's fenced in. This is where our dogs go. Yeah. The cats can come in and come out like through that fence and that fence right there. But this is all weeds because basically over time this mulch will wear off, and then under it it'll turn to literally dirt, like as you can see right there. And so the weeds just love it. And so after the weeds grow on these edges, they spread out because when they give off seeds from the wind, it gets all out in the mulch. So we're gonna redo this mulch. And then over here, this used to be a stand box, like that's all that wood from it. And it's a cool project. We're doing a pond in here. Obviously it doesn't look like a pond yet, but there's gonna be a waterfall going down right here, a little opening right here, rocks going down it with it, not too deep, not super duper shallow. Right here it'll be a little bit deeper in that spot. It'll be pretty deep here too. As you can see, I've dug out this, not over here, but that a little bit. But yeah, we should have should have quite a bit of species. It's gonna be a rock bottom on under it, and same thing with the waterfall coming down. And this is gonna be a beach area where all the sand will go. Obviously, this is gonna get filtered out because there's a ton of junk in it, but that has sand from the sandbox. This is the dirt from in here, so I've just been loading it up. I'm gonna take the tractor out. So yeah, we got the dogs out here with us, Gus and Star somewhere. There's Star. And then we have two cats, but they're not here yet. One's a kitten actually, so he doesn't come out, not to take any chances. He did sneak out once we allowed the dogs out though. That was kind of scary. But yeah, so it's gonna start from here. It's gonna look really cool because we have all these wildflowers. Definitely not gonna be mulch around it, just mulch over there, not around this. So it's gonna be like a ring of rocks, I think. I'm not sure. But that's what we're thinking. So it's gonna start from up here. Why is it starting so high, you might say? Well, it'll go down into here. And first I thought I was just gonna go right here, so that's why I cut this flat. And it still has quite a bit of angle, and then my dad's like, well, if we are looking at some, and the cord wouldn't reach to the house there, so we would have to make it right here for the cord to reach. But I mean, you would have to get a super long extension cord for that to work, and bury it under the ground. Just way too much work for what we need. And yeah, but we really like these because the butterflies like them, but there's no butterflies on these wildflowers yet. But we're gonna have some plants around this for sure. And yeah, the beachy spot, the sand will come partially in the water. I'm not even sure if it will. Maybe just a little bit. But why I don't think why it wouldn't come out so much is just this dirt is so old, and all this junk in it, when we filter it out, still gonna be a little bit, and it's gonna float in the water, and it's gonna get it all junky. And then there's gonna actually be a sprinkler coming up right here that actually puts oxygen in the water and filters the water. So it's literally a 3-in-1. And so it's gonna be really cool. But that's also another thing that we're gonna get, including the waterfall. So it actually have extra filtration from the waterfall. So here's the thing. The waterfall has to be further up, close to that, but it can't be too far up because we need the cord that attaches the waterfall. We need the cord to be able to reach into the water about right here. So I'm going to dig a slot once that actually gets deep enough. So that's what we have so far. So yeah, it should be pretty cool. The species I'm thinking of, well, it should be a multi-species species pond. I'm thinking of having bass, bluegill. I do have, so I have a goldfish. It's about this big in the house. And I have a rainbow shark, which is basically a freshwater shark with whiskers like a catfish. But I'm not sure if it's even part of the catfish family or not, or part of the shark family. If part of the freshwater shark maybe family. I don't know. But yeah, I have that and then the shrimp. I'm not sure how long the shrimp's gonna last, but the pet store guaranteed the shark be at it today for 48 hours, and then after that, it's just all you basically to take care of it. And I got the goldfish a while ago, but if I will put it in here first, and it's gonna grow, so the bass won't eat it. But yeah, I'm gonna have bluegills. Definitely not deep enough for crappie, perch, or pike. But yeah, definitely some bluegill and bass. And I was thinking of also putting in some Oscars, which is basically a bass and bluegill mixed together. Honestly, they look really cool. They can get pretty big, so that's why it's gonna be this big. But yeah, and then I was thinking maybe adding a gourmet and basically doing a couple other fish species. I don't know how many of these fish I would get, not like a crazy amount, but I'm also thinking of getting some cichlids. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm basically just gonna speed this digging process up, I guess. So I'm just gonna be shoveling this out more over here, shoveling this a lot, and the trailer's a little close, so I'm not gonna do that one yet. Basically just shovel it all out till it gets to my depth, which is gonna take a long time, like a week or something. But I'm glad I'm starting this because the pond actually isn't gonna get started until the spring, and it's summer right now. So yeah, spring's past. So some people would say next spring, but it's actually this spring. So I mean, the ground's gonna be hard during the winter, so you can't do it then. And I'm starting in the summer since the ground's pretty soft. But yeah, that's when we're gonna add in like the pond liner and stuff. And this is definitely not gonna be a mold because this would be way too big to be like a plastic mold thing. So yeah, it's mainly just gonna be rocks and stuff. So we're gonna like put some shiners in quarantine to get this so we have like a food. Maybe the shiners will breed because they breed in rocks. So honestly, I might actually I'll get largemouth bass, might get a rock bass. That'll be kind of cool. A couple of those and a couple of smallmouth too. That's what I was thinking, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna get all these species, but eventually I probably will. So it's basically I'm just going over what I'm gonna do, and then I'm just gonna get this to once I actually take this load out, I'm not gonna do it as much. So once I take this load out, which is actually almost full, I'll dig this up. So yeah, let's get to work, I guess. So guys, I finally did it. Whew, that was hard. That's how much dirt we had in there, but it's all like this. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Here, let's get that top angle. This is bulging out because of the weight of that dirt from when it was at the angle. So we gotta be careful today, guys. But I got it hooked up to the tractor. Now I'm just gonna put some of this dirt in. Definitely not all, because that'll just be way too much weight. We're only gonna do like maybe a quarter and a half of that pile or something like that, because we can not go all out like we did yesterday. Like, I filled up this bucket of dirt. It's like solid 5 pounds or something like that. But it is just, whew, it's hot. I'm going somewhere at like 10:30, around that time. So we gotta get this transported and everything to like to the big pile out there, because it's gonna be a long day in this heat, but is what I was thinking this morning. And then we go into my uncle's house, so yeah. So when we come back, we'll definitely work on it. But okay, maybe we done like a quarter, and the trailer has barely filled up, but yeah. Okay, guys, so this is the big hill I've been talking about, and those are the loads of dirt from yesterday. That was the sand from those sandbox, those piles, those ones. So we are, so we have this trailer, and normally I would bring a shovel, but I forgot it there. So we're going to see, because there's this actually really cool mechanism thing where you can pull this lever, and this, when you pull it, this will like flip up, and hopefully that'll get most of the dirt out, and maybe I'll just do the rest by hand, but I'm not looking forward to doing the rest by hand, so we're just gonna see how this goes. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but that's where it bent. This was flat, so it bulges out like a bridge basically, so gonna have to fix that sometime. So we're back out here, and this will be the last time for this video. Though, there will be many more, and they're just gonna be, I just want this channel to grow and a lot of people to learn, and it helps the channel a lot if you guys subscribe. So yeah, I mean, it's been a fun one so far in this video. There will be plenty of more videos. I mean, this koi pond isn't even barely a quarter done. Like, it needs a bunch more work. So you guys are gonna have a bunch of parts and stuff. This is part one of many. So I just want to say thank you guys for joining us in this video, and I'll see you guys in part two. Peace. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.